This building sets cars on fire. It lifts women's skirts, it has won the award for the ugliest building in the world, yet it remains the most expensive building in England. Let's find out what's going on. Hello everyone, we are back! If this is your first time on this channel, this is where we talk about all kinds of buildings, historical landmarks and similar topics. Without further ado, let's dive in and see the story behind this controversial building. The story begins here. There used to be an old building in this location dating back to the year 1965. It was quite an old structure, but since this is one of the busiest areas in London, they decided it wouldn't be a bad idea to turn this place into a new symbol of the city. That's why they hired Mr. Rafael Viñoly and asked him to design a building for them. Viñoly was passionate about curved designs and incorporated a lot of glass into all of his projects. When he proposed his design, everyone was amazed. Wow, what a beautiful concept, what a stunning structure. So they moved forward with construction. The project was supposed to begin in the year 2005, but after delays, the old building was demolished in 2007. By 2009, construction of the new structure was underway. It was planned to be completed and operational by the year 2014. But then, in the year 2013, something strange happened. This man you see in the picture is one of the biggest tile manufacturers in the world. One day when he got into his car, he noticed a journalist taking pictures of it. He asked, "What's going on? Why are you taking pictures of this car?" The journalist told him to take a look. "The car is melting!" He continued, "Oh, the owner of this car must be very upset right now." The man responded, "This is my car." He looked again and realized his car was actually melting. He started investigating and discovered that the building was acting like a giant magnifying glass, focusing sunlight directly onto his car, causing it to melt. So he decided to file a complaint. At first, the people responsible for the building admitted their mistake, apologized, and compensated him with approximately 942 euros. Since he worked in the construction industry himself, he understood that such issues could arise. He said, "No worries, 942 euros is enough for me." Now, engineers were asked, "What's the problem and how can we fix it?" They responded, "The issue is with the direction of the sunlight. The sun shouldn't be in this position," which was probably the dumbest thing they could have said. Then they realized they needed to take action. So they installed a series of canopy-like panels in front of the glass facade. These panels not only gave the building a grid-like appearance, but also helped block and disperse the sunlight. An interview was conducted with Rafael Viñoly asking him, "Didn't you anticipate this problem?" He replied, "Yes, I did, but I didn't expect London to have so much sunlight," which in my opinion is one of the most ridiculous excuses ever. He added, "I had estimated that the temperature would reach a maximum of 36 degrees, but it actually went up to 80 degrees, which became a serious issue. I knew there would be some effect, but I didn't think London would be this sunny." Now, here's the funny part. This wasn't the first time he had faced this issue. Viñoly had designed a hotel in Las Vegas that had the exact same problem. As you can see, that building also has a curved glass structure and the sunlight focused onto the ground, acting like a magnifying glass again. One guest even reported, "My hair was burning, so I had to run away quickly." Another incident involved plastic objects melting in the area, confirming that the same design flaw existed there as well. Now, setting aside the magnifying glass issue, let's move on to another problem. In London, people love to give nicknames to buildings, and this one was named Walkie Talkie. For those who don't know, this is a walkie talkie, a handheld communication device commonly used in construction and other industries. The walkie talkie building participated in a London competition for architecture awards, but instead of winning for its beauty, it won the award for the ugliest building. And if that wasn't enough, there was yet another problem. Reports surfaced that pedestrians near the building couldn't stand upright. Women's skirts were blowing up in the wind and people were frequently losing their balance. Why? Because of the wind currents around the building. The streets of London are narrow, and if you look at this aerial image, you'll see that a wide street suddenly narrows before reaching the walkie-talkie building. What happens here? Strong winds rush through the wide street, but when they hit the narrow passage, they accelerate significantly before slamming into the walkie-talkie building. And since the building is concave, the wind is forced downward, crashing into the ground, then bouncing back up, which is why women's skirts fly up and people struggle to walk in the area. Once again, engineers brainstormed a solution. Since they had already spent $200 million on the building, plus an additional $18 million to fix the glass issue, they couldn't afford to demolish it. So what did they do? They installed elevated canopies near the base of the building. Now the wind still comes through, but instead of hitting the ground and bouncing back up, it gets blocked by the canopies, reducing the turbulence. And that's the story of this controversial building. As you can see, it has faced quite a few issues. But jokes aside, Rafael Viñoly was an exceptional architect. This is not about disrespecting him. I am in no position to do so. He was incredibly skilled, but he frequently ran into these types of challenges. Sadly, he passed away about 2 years ago, but his legacy lives on. As you can see on the screen, his architectural masterpieces continue to inspire us, and we can still appreciate his remarkable work today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and write down a comment for me. This will inspire me to keep going and coming back sooner. Have a nice day, everyone.